Hello and welcome back to more A Link to the Past. In the previous episode, Hyrule was saved, Ganon was destroyed, and now in this episode I'm going to be showing you the Riddle quest, which is available only on the Game Boy Advance version of the game, and only if you completed part of the Four Swords game that comes on the same cartridge as A Link to the Past for the Game Boy Advance. Now the Four Swords is a multiplayer game, so I had to get an emulator, set up a network connection, and basically try to play a multiplayer game by myself. So that was a complete disaster, but I did do part of it, and so I have unlocked the Riddle quest, and that's what I'm going to be showing you here. And first, I do want to show you a few things that I missed along the way in terms of dialogue and little secrets. So you may remember the storytelling tree and the storytelling octopus. Well, I want to show you the other storytelling animals that I forgot along the way. So over here is the storytelling bird. Hey, I'll tell you a profitable story if you pay me 20 rupees. How about it? Ha, thank you. They say there's a tiny circle of rocks in the lake at the source of the river. I don't know what will happen, but it might be fun to throw something into it. Heh, see you. So he is referring you to the little circle of stones that you throw something into, and you get the quake spell that I did pretty early on in this playthrough. So that's all that's referring to. Now let me go to another storytelling animal. There's also a few secrets in Kakariko Village that I forgot to show you guys, and I'm so upset because I take so much time to route the game. That way I can show every dialogue, every little secret, read all the signs, all that kind of stuff. And I'm such a perfectionist that when I realized I missed a few of these things, I even thought about just going back and re-recording the whole thing. But then I was like, you know what? That's crazy. So I'm just going to show you guys here. But yeah, I didn't record the Four Swords because, again, it was mainly just trying to unlock things for A Link to the Past, and it was me trying to play a multiplayer game, so really not interesting. However, I do plan on going back and playing and recording it as multiplayer, but I still have to figure out technically how to do that. That series is probably going to be in the distant future. I'm going to continue with the main Zelda games, like Link's Awakening next. But anyways, that's that. Alright, so over here is another cave. This is where you pick up the ice rod in the light world. But in the dark world equivalent, there is a storytelling animal here. And this one is the storytelling hand. Hey, I'll tell you a profitable story if you pay me 20 rupees. How about it? Hey, thank you. To tell you the truth, I used to be a thief in the light world. Some of my fellow thieves went into hiding because they were afraid of being caught. One of them was a master lockpicker, but now he's hiding the fact that he was a thief by pretending to be a completely average guy. Ha ha ha. Hey, it almost sounds like I'm giving you a hint. So he's referring to the thief that opens up that chest for an empty bottle. Remember the creepy guy whose sign we stole and he follows you around? He's referring to that guy. Now the storytelling hand is interesting because he's the first appearance of hands in the Zelda series. You may remember the creepy hand in the toilet in Majora's Mask, so kind of cool. Now here, I did mention something in my playthrough about a golden bee, and for some reason I just decided not to pick it up, but I do want to show you that now. If you use your Pegasus boots on that statue, you get a golden bee come out and you can catch it. Come on, catch the bee. There we go. And if you release it after putting it in a bottle on a screen, it will attack all of the enemies on the screen. Oh man, I put the warp portal like right in front of the cave, so it... Oh well, let me just go back. So yeah, let me show you what this bee does. So if you release it, it starts attacking all the enemies on the screen, and it just completely destroys them. Look at that bee just absolutely vanquishing all those crabs. It's really funny. Alright, so now let me go to Kakariko Village and show you a few little secrets there. Actually, no, I got one more. There's one more storytelling animal. Almost forgot. This is going to be the storytelling insect. Keep accidentally hitting the ocarina button. Oh my gosh, I keep oh well. Hey, I'll tell you a profitable secret for 20 rupees, how about it? Hehe, thank you. As a matter of fact, monster magic is making it rain in the swamp. If you can move the air with more force than the monsters, the rain may stop. So that is a hint that you have to use the ether spell to open up Misery Mire. And by the way, I screwed up the storytelling bird. He's not referring to the ether medallion, he's referring to the Quake medallion at the Lake of Ill-Omen. Anyways, now let me head on over to Kakariko Village, and we'll start showing you a few secrets there. So there are a couple of things that can only happen before you go to Hyrule Palace after getting the 3 pendants, and so I had to go back and re-record before that, so let me do a little bit of video editing to show you those. So the first thing is this guy that runs from you with the Pegasus boots. You can catch him. I can't believe you caught me. With speed like that, it must have been easy to kidnap Zelda. You don't look like such a bad guy though. Anyway, because you have such quick feet, it might be a good idea to run and bash into things. For example, the trees in this village have many useful things hanging in their branches. Well, just try it, okay? So there's that. And he's back. He's always back. Then there's this old lady, which we talked to before.
Oh, Link, someone's been spreading rumors saying you kidnapped the princess, but I still trust you.
Since she trusts us so much, we're gonna sprinkle her with magic powder, turn her into a fairy, and we're gonna catch her in our net. Yeah, so that old lady, if you sprinkle her, she turns into a fairy. Get back here. You get in my net, you old woman, and into my bottle. I'm gonna put her into captivity. Put her in a bottle. Yeah, that's it. Those are the things I missed. But here in this house, I did mention this in my playthrough, but I never did it. If you sprinkle some magic powder on this chicken... Come on. Cluck, cluck. What? You turned me into a human. I can even speak. Aha. You must be the one who is always teasing my friends. The Weather Weave has seen you harass them. This human shape is most inconvenient for me. Ah, I want to be a cuckoo again. Cluck, cluck. So kind of weird. And that's the only cuckoo that happens to. Alright, let me show you another little secret just out of town here. I don't even know if it's worth showing this one. But yeah, the little running guy and the old lady, they're only there before you go to Hyrule Castle that first time to defeat a Ganon. So if you bust out your hammer here and you try to help the little dwarves. Hey, amateurs shouldn't try to do this. You're just getting in the way. So that's that. There you go. I showed you that. Now let's go back to Kakariko Village one more time. If you remember the flute boy at the Haunted Grove, he did ask us to go play the ocarina for his father. Now we know from beating the game at the credits that they're happily reunited, but before then he's still pretty sad here, so let's play the flute for him. Mumble, mumble. Oh, this flute. This is my son's flute. Have you seen my son? Where is he? Is he alright? Oh, you don't need to say. I understand just from the look in your eyes. Could you keep the flute? Then you can play it for the birds in town in my son's stead. Please do this for me. It would make my son so happy. I just wish I could have seen him one more time. So pretty sad, but thankfully we do know that there is a happy ending to this story. Now, you know I can't complete the game without showing you this. I just can't. We are going to attack the chickens. You guys know what's coming. This is the first instance in a Zelda game where you can attack the chickens and summon their wrath. So let me show that. Now in other games you don't have to hit them so much, but in A Link to the Past you really have to harass them, but eventually they call all their little friends, run! Surprisingly, I didn't get hit by the chickens there. That's crazy. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and actually start the Riddle quest. And you may remember A Bumpkin, and B Bumpkin, and Q Bumpkin. And Q Bumpkin, before I played through the 4 swords, he would just tell you that he likes riddles, but now if I go up to him, he will actually give you the riddle quest. And completing the riddle quest unlocks a sword technique known as the Hurricane Spin attack. So I'm going to be showing all of that. So if we go to the woodcutter's hut here again, other way, Q Bumpkin is going to be inside. Link, instead of chopping down trees, I learned some wood carving techniques. If you can solve some of my riddles, I'll make something special for you. Will you try it? Take this basket, put whatever you think the right item is in it, and bring it to me. You can get this if you're quick with your bug-catching net. Now onto the riddle. Cock-a-doodle-doo! What is it? Go out and find it with your bug-catching net. So the first one's pretty easy. It's gonna be a cuckoo. So let me go grab one. And I'm gonna be using a lot of warping here so I can get to the locations where I can catch the appropriate thing. Alright, they try to attack me, so now I'm going to catch one. Excellent. And let me return to the Q Bumpkin, the famous Q Bumpkin. There's going to be a little bit of running back and forth for this episode just because I'm going to constantly be having to bring items to him. But that's alright. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. What? That's right, I'll give it to you this time. I'll give you a wood carver statue that I made. I'll send it to your house. Now on to the next riddle. The scissors by the water. What is it? Scissors by the water. So that's going to be a crab. So let me go up and grab a crab. And I'm going to warp down all the way to location 8 in the southeast corner of the map. And I'm just going to head up a few times here. And there's going to be a little crab waiting for me. Alright. You caught a sand crab. Perfect. And again, let me head back and try to turn this in. Now again, the main reason I have not been able to record the 4 swords and why I put the whole Zelda series on a standstill is because, again, it's a multiplayer game and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to make it work so that I can record it. So if you guys have any tips on how to get it to run as multiplayer on the emulator and all that, just give me some technical know-how. I've tried just about everything. Because I do want to do it and record it in the future. Alright, so let's turn this in, finally. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. Hey, you're right. I can't believe it. Fine. On to the next riddle. It's shiny and red. What is it? So we're talking about, of course, a very shiny red rupee. So you can go around chopping bushes, killing enemies, and eventually one of them might drop a red rupee. But one very consistent way to get it is to dry out this pond here, grab the fish, throw it in deep water, and it always gives you a red rupee. So that's just what I'm going to do instead of running around aimlessly for hours trying to get an enemy to drop me a red rupee. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my A button by accident and playing the flute. It's getting kind of annoying, isn't it? Alright, so let me grab that fish there. Let me get rid of that Octorok first. Oh, wait a minute. Look how lucky I got. That Octorok dropped me a red rupee, so I don't have to throw the fish in water. Anyways, I'll put that red rupee in my basket and let's head back. Like I mentioned, lots of running back and forth, just mainly to turn all these items in. So besides the Riddle quest, the other thing that's exclusive, like I've mentioned, to the Game Boy Advance version, if you've played through the 4 Swords, is the Palace of the 4 Sword, a really cool dungeon with a really cool boss, so we're going to be doing that in the next episode. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. Hey, you're right. I can't believe it. Fine. On to the next riddle. It's moist and fresh. What is it? So this one's actually the fish. So this is going to be a little bit repetitive because I'm basically going to go do what I just did. I'm going to get that fish, but This time I'm just gonna put him in my net. This riddle quest is worth it because I keep playing my ocarina here. What is going on? I swear I didn't press the A button. Anyways. Yes, it's worth it. The hurricane spin attack is very powerful. And also it's kind of fun to, after you beat the game, go back to some of these areas and revisit them. It's kind of exciting, I suppose. Alright, let me grab my net. Grab the fish. Come here, fish. Oh my god. Oh my god, get here, fish. I can't. My goodness, that fish really did not want to get caught. It put up a worthy fight. I've never been a good fisherman. Can't even catch a fish out of water with a net. Oh well. He's in the basket now. It is quite a fun little quest, I'm not gonna lie. Now for the next episode, I'm gonna practice like crazy because I'm gonna try to do the bosses without taking any damage, which is gonna be ridiculous. But it's a little challenge I want to set for myself. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. What? That's right. This time I'll give you a carver statue I made. I'll send it to your house. Now on to the next riddle. Boom, skitter scatter. What is it? So the statues he's referring to, he does put statues in Link's house, which I will show at the end of the episode. So it's an extra little thing you unlock besides the hurricane spin. So this is what he's referring to. He's talking about the octo balloons. So just one of these little guys. So let's get out of here. Go give it to him. And let's go. Alright, here we are again. Another riddle solved, another one waiting. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. Hey, you're right. I can't believe it. Fine, on to the next riddle. Sprinkle and watch it wobble. What is it? Sprinkle and watch it wobble. So this is going to be a blob. And you can sprinkle a blue knight with magic dust, or you can just use the quake spell. And he'll turn into a blob, so let me catch that. And these bees are angry at me. That's alright, because I'm out of here. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. Hey, you're right. I can't believe it. Fine, on to the next riddle. It munches on nuts. What is it? This is going to be a squirrel all the way back to where we pulled out the Master Sword in the Lost Woods. So let me make my way that way. It's here towards the west. All the way through the Lost Woods. I like the canopy shadows on the floor here in the Lost Woods. I think that's a nice little detail. You know what Zelda game I'm really excited to play? The Minish Cap. I only played that game through one time, and I remember it was a blast. I'm surprised I haven't played it more. But I can't wait to get to that point in the series, so I can record that game for you guys. Alright, so here's a little squirrel. Nice. Oh, look at that. I accidentally caught two of them. That's fine. But I am going to be playing the games in order, so it's going to take me a little while to get through the Minish Cap. Because next up is Link's Awakening, and then finally the best one of all time, Ocarina of Time. And then Majora's Mask, and then Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, Wind Waker. And then I think after that is finally Minish Cap. Now I already did Majora's Mask, I did the 3DS version, but I do want to play the N64 version as well. The only reason I skipped around and did the 3DS version of that is because I wanted to play it right as it came out, and that's what I did. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. What? That's right, this time I'll give you the carver statue I made. I'll send it to your house. Now on to the next riddle, pull it out, but oh, too bad. What is it? So he's referring to the fake Master Sword, and I remember when I first played this riddle quest, I was completely stumped because I didn't realize you could put the fake Master Sword in your net, so I was trying to think of whatever he could mean by it. But yes, you can put the fake Master Sword in your net. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. Hey, you're right. Ah, I can't believe it. Fine, on to the next riddle. It's red and sweet. What is it? So this is going to be an apple, and thankfully there's a little apple tree right below me. So let me jump down here. Let me get rid of these guys, and if you just use your Pegasus boots on this tree, some apples drop, and there you go. And let's go. Turn this one in. Link, did you figure out the answer? Well, where is it? Show me what's in your basket. Hey, you're right. Ah, I can't believe it. Fine. On to the next riddle. The Spectacled Wanderer. What is it? So this is a little kook man. I did show you this, I think all the way back in episode 2 maybe. You sprinkle some magic dust onto the green shoes and they turn into Kook Man. Kind of a goofy little creature who also happens to be a troll, because if you press A anywhere near him, he talks to you. Tra-la-la, look for Sahasrahla. Oh yeah, you found Sahasrahla, good job, la-la. So even when I try to swing my net, I know it's kind of hard, because if you get too close, you get too close and you just speak with him instead. Oh my god, what a troll! It's so annoying. Alright, don't get too close. There we go, finally I caught the Kook Man. This is the final riddle, by the way, so we're done with the riddle quest, and now we get to reap the rewards. The Hurricane Spin Technique, and then all the little wood statues in Link's home. Link, did you figure out the riddle? Where is it? Show me what's in your basket. What? You're right. No, this can't be. I'm no match for you. I guess I'll teach you my family's secret sword technique. Charge up your sword and press the B button many times. Then your charge will last longer. You learned the new sword technique. Spin like a tornado and cut your enemies down, but watch your magic meter. Alright, so let me go demonstrate this real quick outside. And I guess I'll just go down and kill that blue knight. So look how powerful this is. You charge up like a regular spin attack, and then you just start mashing B. Look at that. Just absolutely destroy everything. So pretty cool attack. Too bad it comes at the end of the game. But now let me go to Link's house and show you the little statues that you unlock throughout the riddle quest. There's one of Link, one of a Cucko, one of Zelda, and if you sprinkle them with magic dust, they transform. So if you sprinkle it once, they get shiny. Let me get Zelda all shiny here. If you sprinkle it twice, they turn into the actual thing. As you can see, the Cucko there. Oh my god, my aim is horrible. So there's Link, and can't get Zelda. I'm trying to get them all on the same stage, but anyways, if you sprinkle them a third time, as you can see that Cucko in the middle, they turn into like their final form. So little bunny Link, a skeleton Cucko, and old lady Zelda. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. In the next episode, I'm going to be doing the Palace of the Four Swords, a secret dungeon with some really cool things. So I hope you'll join me for that, and see you next time.